always in bad mood because that's what they can do. So how does people gain this enjoyment? If they have it, how they can get rid of it?
How they gain, or how they get
How
this?
they gain it.
How they gain. What do they benefit from this enjoyment? How they benefit? They feel something that is very strong. And that feeling is making them to feel they're the only right one and everyone else is wrong. When the murid is upset with a shaykh, it's exactly the feeling when shaitan is upset with Allah. And they will sulk. They will say, you don't love me. It's all your fault. You pushed me to be like this. Shaitan, don't you know, said it's Allah's fault. I disobeyed, but it's Allah's fault because Allah created me like this. He knows everything, so He made me to disobey. So what do they gain by that? They gain in their mind an escape from the reality that they are wrong. What do they gain? That they are right. Not only right, they are superior. Not only that, they are innocent and they have been tyrannized. That Allah is a tyrant, hasha. That His prophets and the guides, they are tyrants, and everyone else, when you push them to a corner, they say, everyone. And if they're not angry, they're very sad. Which means, if they're angry, if they have the power, they will burn everyone. Shaitan wanted to burn the whole of mankind. He says, it's their fault. I'm in this trouble. I'm going to bring everyone to hellfire to burn with me. Or they bring it to themselves and they're going to say, I'm going to burn me. Sometimes it's both. Shaitan will be there laughing. Says, exactly. Because I want you to follow my sunnah step by step. Not only outside, but also inside. To feel what I'm feeling. Now you know. But they will feel very powerful. You feel that you are right, everyone else is wrong. And when you are doing that, you are outside of the protection. In reality, your bayat is already broken. When that happens, shaitan starts entering because your heart is open. When you have the bayat and you're connected to your shaykh, your heart is open. So when that is disconnected and you become disobedient to the one who is helping you, dunya and akhirat, because your heart is open, before it closes, shaitan quickly enters, and that time it will whisper to you. You will get inspiration. It will whisper to you, he's saying, you see? You see what he's doing? It's like this. You see that one doing? He never liked you. You see this? You see this? Starts whispering, and you will believe it. We'll start making connections that was never there before. And you'll believe it. They will start to become very intelligent in that way. Just as if your heart is open, the intelligence is going to reach to you from something else. It's not you, yourself. You understand? The inspiration comes. Inspiration also comes in that wrong side. That wrong side, inspiration then comes from the ego and from shaitan. So, how do you get out of it? I start from Bismillah. When Musa alayhi salam was on his way to the mountain to speak to Allah, he saw shaitan. And he's saying, Melun, what are you doing here? He says, you're going up to see him? Him. You know, just as before when you love your shaykh, you say, Shaykh, Hazrat Dari, my love, my light, my this, my that. But then when you are hating him, doubt enter, you say him. Right? Or he's doing this. This is common practice. You see it, it's almost like a trope. So you're going to see him. Tell him. He says, Ya Musa, your Lord. not saying our Lord or my Lord. It says, your Lord is most unjust. Musa said, why are you saying that, Melun? And he said, because Adam alayhi salam, he did not say alayhi salam. He says, because Adam did the wrong thing, I did the wrong thing. Allah told him not to do something, but he did. Allah told me to do something, but I didn't. Meaning Allah told him not to eat from the forbidden fruit, and he did. And Allah told me to make sajda to him, and I didn't. But Allah forgave him, and he didn't forgive me. So your Lord is unjust. Musa alayhi salam was so upset, so angry, but he was tied up. He says, this shaitan has a point. He says, wait, I will get my answer, and I'll come back to you. He went up, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowing what is in his servant's heart, said, tell me, Ya Musa, what is troubling you? And he says, Ya Rabbi, it is known to you that Melun was there, and he said this. He said, you are unjust. Because you forgave Adam alayhi salam, you didn't forgive him. Both did wrong things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya Musa, it is very easy. Tell him that your Lord and my Lord is not unjust. He is the most just. Tell him he knows what he has to do. Tell him to get my justice, he knows that he has to go to where Adam alayhi salam is buried and to make one sajda there. After all these thousands of years, Allah is still remembering that and saying that is what he owes to Adam alayhi salam. He knows where his tomb is. Go and make sajda to the tomb. I will forgive him everything. Musa alayhi salam came back down and saw shaitan and says, Melun, my Lord is most just. If you go to Adam alayhi salam and his tomb and you make one sajda there, Allah is saying he will forgive everything. And shaitan, as we see some people when shaitan is sitting on them, and when they are getting washed up, they will start smiling to themselves and laughing to themselves, to show they don't care. Shaitan started laughing and says, he's telling me to do what? I didn't make sajda to him when he's alive. Now he wants me to make sajda to his dead bones? No. He became more shaitan. You understand? How to get out of it? You're asking me. When they are in that, put your head down. Put your head down, ask for forgiveness. Know what it is. You can get out of it. But shaitan is going to say, the mind is going to say, the faith is going to say, no, maybe you're wrong, maybe. No, it is not. They did this. Remember, they did this. Don't forget they did this. Okay, yes, wrong. Go to sleep like that. You get tired. You get tired from anger, right? You wake up, you know what, I just want everything to be like normal. No, they did this, remember. There's always gassing it up. So it never ends. And when you are pulling yourself out, you're pulling yourself out from that flock, the wolves will get you very easily. Even if you're the strongest one in the flock, because you're no longer in the flock, you're out there, all the wolves will tear you to pieces. So, for a person to come to the point, shaitan did not become disobedient to Allah just like that too. It's also a very long story. So us, when we become rebellious to our Lord, to our Prophet, or to our Shaykh, it has a long story also, a long history. It doesn't just come like that. And if you are not trying to fix it, then that will, metastasize. It will become a cancer, and it will take over. That time it's too late. That time you want to come back, you want to be cured. You have to cut this off. You have to cut this off, you have to cut this off. If you are sincere, you say, cut it off. If it means I can keep my life, I can keep my faith. Majority, they say, to hell with that. Who does he think he is? I can reach to Allah myself too. I can reach the Prophet too. I can reach the Shaykh Effendi too. So easy. See, I'm listening to his sohbats on YouTube. What he thinks is it's okay. Tamam. Welcome to those who come, farewell to those who leave. One thing we have to know, there is haq and there is batil. For those to say, oh, I don't know, I'm caught in the middle. Oh, this one is angry with the Shaykh and the Shaykh is angry with this one. I'm stuck in the middle. You are the most foolish person. When you think that you are the one who is innocent and it's between two squabbling parties. If you start to think that your Shaykh is squabbling and fighting with another one and they are both the same, you are more arrogant than shaitan. Okay? Pick the side of haqq. It'll be good for you. What is this dunya? This dunya, the pleasures of this dunya, the treasures of this dunya, the pain of this dunya, it passes. We are going to be tested. May Allah make us strong enough to pass the test. May Allah not test us. May Allah wake us up. This is for those who believe. Those who don't believe, leave it. I will take it. If you want to come out from that, start listening to other voices other than the voice of shaitan and your ego in your head. Start listening to other voices. I've said this over and over again, you know. When they are in that situation, they don't listen to anyone. They shut off every voice except for the voice of the ego. It's very dangerous. Assalamu alaikum.